Hello, fellow HubSpotters. This is Shannon with Kiwi Creative, and today we're talking about data hygiene and ways you can keep a tidy database. Data cleanliness is a center function of a HubSpot database that is working smoothly. But one complaint that marketers and sales team members raise often is improperly formatted data. HubSpot is smart, but it relies on humans to input their information correctly. So if someone completes a form, whether that's on your website, on a HubSpot landing page, or let's say from a trade show registration list for an event that you're participating in, the way they enter their data is how it will appear in HubSpot. And that is how you end up sending emails or enrolling folks in sequences using personalization tokens, and Shannon is in all capital letters. It's frustrating for you, and it looks unprofessional to your prospect or your customer. But if you are one of the HubSpot users adding Operations Hub to your subscription, you can automate this data cleanup and keep other HubSpot users and your contacts happy. I'm covering features in Operations Hub in this video, so if you don't have this hub, stick around to see what it can do, or check out some related videos talking about the hubs that you utilize on our channel. I'm in our demo portal, which looks a little bit different than what you're likely used to seeing. But we're going to start in the Data Quality Command Center and do some line-by-line cleanup. We're going to start by going to Contacts, then Actions, then choosing Fix Formatting Issues. You will see on the left what HubSpot thinks issues could be, what some solutions are, and then you can accept or reject them. The nice thing, and if you have Salesforce synced to your HubSpot, you might have seen similar information, is that HubSpot will tell you why it thinks that this is an error. Remember, thinks is a big word. You're smarter than the portal, and you have to instruct HubSpot what you think. You might see things like there are fewer characters than expected, for example, but that can be tricky if someone's name is really AJ, JR, or something like that. So look at the contact that is causing trouble, why HubSpot thinks it's an issue, what the fix could be, and then accept or dismiss it. Now you can accept or reject changes in bulk if you'd like, but be careful when doing that. Doing this might seem like you can save time. One click and you're done. But what happens if someone is overlooked and is in the batch you're about to change? Not checking records individually before making changes can make more problems for you in the future. Now let's look at ongoing cleanup. That dashboard is a great entry point for folks newer to HubSpot. It really can get you familiar with how the portal and properties work. Another super easy solution is to set it and forget it. It starts in the same area as the basic check we just went through. Contacts, Actions, Fix Formatting Issues. This time, though, you're going to click Automation. Now you'll click Rules and Section. Do you really want to be a hero? Then check the box to turn automation on for a formatting rule. This will change anyone who enters a name like Shannon in all capital letters, or Shannon with a lowercase t to start and maybe capital letters mixed in, to be fixed automatically to be Shannon with a capital T and the rest lowercase. This fix works on capitalization, combined fields, so making Shannon Brandyberry 2 fields, not all in one, spacing, and punctuation. Don't want a rule that HubSpot provides? No problem. Just leave the box unchecked. But this is going to make your team members love you if they use personalization tokens, which they should be, but that's a HubSpot helper video for another day. So far we've talked about contact record cleanup. What about deduplicating records? Well, deduplicating records applies to both contacts and companies. To deduplicate records, it's a common example of cleaning up dirty data. While HubSpot uses email addresses as a point of truth, what happens when someone enters their personal and business email and ends up in your database? Now you're potentially emailing them multiple times, doubling down on other outreach efforts, and potentially just irritating them to the point of the dreaded unsubscribe. Yikes. We can combat that with a few easy steps. For this example, we'll work in companies. Go to Company, Company, and click the Actions drop-down menu and select Manage Duplicates. You're going to see what HubSpot thinks the most likely duplicates are. You can compare these records one by choosing Review. If they are duplicates, select the contact or company you want to keep, then click Merge. If they're not, click Cancel and Reject. Before you start merging records, determine your process as to what record takes precedence. There are choices to make here, and you can choose the record to keep. Most recent engagement, that's based on the last engagement date property. Oldest engagement, the oldest value in the last engagement date property. Created first, the oldest create date property. Most recently updated, merged into the record with the most recent property value updated. But please remember to be careful. You can merge records, but you cannot unmerge them. Now let's use workflows. This is the part you've all been waiting for. Real HubSpot automation to clean up data. Operations Hub has many features, but this is the easiest to use and should be the first one that you master. In the Workflows area of your HubSpot portal, create a new workflow and click the plus icon and choose Format Data. Since this is a new workflow, you're going to work on the property values of enrolled records. Pro tip: once you have these workflows running, you can come back to any of them and edit previous action names. Now from here, you're going to choose what you'd like to format: numbers, letters, time, calculations. There are many options. For our simple example today, we're going to change title case. When you have your data property, click the output type dropdown, then click output type. For my example, we can only use text, but if you're going to do another formatting option, it could be a number, a date, or a date and time value. Click the Save Formatted Data property to a property with a Copy Property Value action checkbox. Then click the property to copy formatted data to the drop-down menu and select a property and then click Save. Then click Save again, because HubSpot sure is certain here. Now that covers the basics, but if you have a little more experience, you can utilize custom formatting to update data. This is a great way to make some simple adjustments to phone numbers or other single-line text fields. For example, HubSpot is pretty smart and knows that you'll want the first letter of a first name and last name capitalized. But what about job title or any other of the custom properties that you've created along the way? If you want to know someone's shoe size, is it size 7 or just 7? Favorite ice cream? What if they misspell something? These custom formulas can update some of that data. So like the phone numbers. If you're looking to remove hyphens in the phone numbers, there's a formula you can use to do that. Formula is cut, parentheses, source, characters to cut, and parentheses. So for example, we could do cut, parentheses, phone, comma, hyphen, parentheses. That output then would remove the hyphens from your phone number, and you would end up with just a string of 10 numerals. This workflow will copy that information into existing properties. Instead of setting a CRM property, you'll choose Copy CRM Property in the workflow. This is just the start of what Operations Hub can do for your organization. If you're hoping for some additional guidance on how to best clean up your data, check out our data audit strategy guide that's linked to in the description. The guide will set you up for success and ensure that you have a plan in place before you create your workflows or press any buttons. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, check out our other HubSpot Helper videos and be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Need custom recommendations for your HubSpot portal? Check out our HubSpot Action Plan today.